in Portugal on May the 1st. And Stoner wasn't the only motorsport casualty overnight. Coming up later in sport, what happens when a NASCAR hits the wall at almost 300 kilometres an hour? And are we looking at tennis's new number one? Novak Djokovic's flawless 2011 rolls on.
Thanks, Quarters. Well, checking the weekend lotto results now, and 6 winners, including one from Victoria, each received more than $725,000. The rest of the prizes there on your screen.
Time to check traffic again, so let's cross back to Emma in the chopper.
Thank you very much, Mel. Great to have you back. Hovering over the ring road in the Car City traffic chopper. Just a brief slow patch here around Edgars Road, Greensboro bound. Otherwise, a good run all the way out to the Greensboro Highway. In fact, a great night to hit the freeways. All are running delay-free. Getting a little busy on Hoddle Street and Punt Road now. King Street also building outbound onto Kingsway. And no accidents or breakdowns. Have a great night.
Thanks, Emma. George Negus is on at the new time of 6:30 tonight. He joins us live now. George, tonight among some of the other stories you'll be looking at will be childcare.
Yeah, it's a tricky issue, Mel, dear to the hearts and the wallets of probably tens of thousands of Australian families who are asking, where does common sense end and political correctness begin? Also, we'll be taking a look at a new snake worry in the wake of the recent nationwide floods.
Thanks for that, George. We'll see you at the new time tonight. Good luck, 6:30.
Mike's next with a look at our weather, and coming up, lucky boy, the toddler bitten on his forehead by a deadly snake.
Good evening once again. Well, it's a cool, cloudy, at times showery sort of night after a pretty chilly old day today. 13 degrees in Melbourne, 19 degrees the maximum mid-afternoon, no warmer than that. It's about 17 degrees right now. As we heard in sport, the Melbourne Storm are playing down the road. It will be a cold night if you're going to the game. Neither humidity around 60%. The reason it's so cold, the wind is southeasterly, blowing at around 22 kilometres per hour. But most of us are at home, tucking in a tea, and around town temperatures are generally 15 or 16 degrees. Let's bring up the maps, and first up our map of Victoria. Isolated showers and drizzle overnight resulted in up to 6 millimetres of the other way. Sorry about that, I was just not sure what was up then. And it was colder than normal overnight. 0 in the Alps, just 4 degrees at Rutherglen. By day, it was mild and mostly sunny in the north, cool, cloudy and showery in the south, but no more than 2 millimetres of rainfall at Malakuta. Cool southerlies kept temperatures 1 to 4 below the April average, 24 the top. Around the country, Sydney 23, Adelaide and Canberra 22, Hobart just 17. But have a look at Perth. Man, oh man, 33 degrees. The satellite picture shows a strong high-pressure system, and that's sent to south of South Australia. And in turn, we're getting cold, moist air streams. But as the high moves eastwards, however, it will warm up and will become sunnier this week. In fact, not a bad-looking week, but on the weekend we've got fronts on the way, so again it'll be cold and showery. NSA tomorrow, Perth, look at that, mostly sunny, 34, Adelaide 23, Hobart 18, Canberra 20, Sydney showers and 22, Brisbane showers and 26. Across our state, isolated showers in the south tonight. Tomorrow, fine in the north. Isolated early morning showers in the south, contracted to East Gippsland, cool to mild with moderate southwest to southerly winds. Echuca tomorrow, temperature range of example 8 to 23 degrees. Hamilton around 8 to 20, and of course daylight saving has gone, so the days are getting shorter, or so it seems. Around the Bay, Frankston tomorrow 12 to 20, Geelong 10 to 21 degrees, Yarra Glen 7 to 21, and Mount Dandenong 7 to 17 degrees. Another forecast for our city itself, well, a little bit of cloud about tonight and possibly some overnight showers, and the showers will intensify if there's any later in the night. So tomorrow morning a showery start to a fine sort of day, mostly cloudy tomorrow morning, becoming sunny tomorrow afternoon, down to around 12 degrees overnight. So again, a cold start to your day breakfast, 22 degrees the maximum, a mostly sunny afternoon with southeasterly winds. I'll have more on the forecast for the week ahead a little later in the news. In the meantime, it's back to a nice warm studio. It is back to you, Mal.
Thank you, Mike. And now to tonight's developing story. And rescuers are astonished a woman survived when her car smashed through safety barriers and plunged 6 stories from a city car park. The woman was admitted to hospital with a deep gash to her head. Her vehicle was destroyed. Mark O'Brien joins us live now from the car park. Mark, an amazing escape.
Yes, Mel, this really is an incredible story. Every day, thousands of people use multi-level car parks just like this one. But what happened here this morning was a horror story. Up there on the 6th level, the woman was parked...
Where it was a year ago, they'd be paying 10 cents a litre more for their petrol. And if the dollar was where it was 2 years ago, they'd be paying 60 cents more for their petrol.
Extraordinary figures. Thanks for your time, Terry.
Thanks, Alan.
Herald Sun finance editor Terry McCrann there. So let's take a look at the figures, and the All Ords closed 30 points up. As we've just heard, the Aussie dollar is buying more than 103 US cents, and oil is trading at just under 108 US dollars a barrel.
And still ahead on 10 News, a tragic start to Victoria's jumps racing season, and actress Tanya Zayeta's eye-catching appearance at a Gold Coast court. Now a look at 10's iNews and the best hit on the internet from Taiwan, the android that bops, bounces and moonwalks. The dancing robot was promoting a new Android touch phone, but it's taking YouTube by storm with close to 1 million hits.
A change of mind from the Baillieu government on the final round of funding for the Olivia Newton-John Cancer and Wellness Centre. It's now promising the $45 million to complete the Heidelberg-based centre.
It started with a song.